My fiancé had a secret wedding planned, and I wasn't the groom. My fiancé looked me in the eyes that morning and said she couldn't wait to spend forever with me. I smiled, held her hand, told her I felt the same way. Everything felt perfect, like all the little moments, the jokes, the late-night talks, the way she'd sneak little notes in my wallet had led to this. I thought I knew her, thought I knew us. Turns out, I didn't know nearly enough. It started with the engagement. We'd been together for almost 3 years, and I thought we were ready. We had the small apartment with mismatched mugs, our favorite corner in the city park, our inside jokes that no one else would understand. Planning the wedding felt like a natural next step. I was excited to finally meet her family formally, well, beyond the few casual dinners and video calls we'd done. Her family was complicated. They had this old money, perfectly put together vibe that made me feel like I had to perform just by existing. Her mom smiled and nodded a lot, but it never felt like warmth. Her dad shook my hand, asked about my career, my ambitions, my parents, and everything I said seemed to be weighed and measured against some invisible standard. Her younger sister, Natalie, just stared at me. Not a mean stare, just a sharp, assessing one, like she was reading a book I didn't know existed. I tried not to let it bother me. I smiled, made small talk, laughed at the right times, complimented the floral arrangements, the house, the dog. Everything was smooth on the surface, or so I thought. 2 weeks before our wedding, Ava suggested we help her mom clean out a side drawer in the kitchen. "Just some old stuff," she said, brushing a strand of hair behind her ear. I followed her curiosity, thinking nothing of it. That drawer had old menus, random bills, grocery lists, typical family junk, until I saw the envelope. It was thick, cream-colored, and sealed with a wax emblem I didn't recognize. My heart skipped. I picked it up and saw my name scribbled across the front in familiar handwriting, but it wasn't from her. I didn't open it immediately. I walked into the living room, tried to act casual, but Ava's mom noticed my expression. "Found something interesting?" she asked. I shook my head. Ava looked at me curiously, but didn't ask. We went about our evening, but my mind wouldn't stop racing. Later that night, curiosity got the better of me. I tore open the envelope. Inside were wedding invitations. Not for us, not the wedding I thought we were planning. The invitations were for a ceremony 2 weeks from now. The groom's name was John, not me. My fiancé's name was there as the bride. And the guest list, well, that included her entire family. My name conspicuously absent. I couldn't breathe. I read it again. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe someone had sent me the wrong envelope. I checked the handwriting. My fiancé's sister's handwriting was there. My gut dropped. This wasn't a joke. This was real. I confronted her that night. She was sitting on the couch, scrolling on her phone like nothing had changed. "Ava," I said, my voice shaking, "I found the invitations." She looked up. Her expression flickered, and then a sigh escaped her lips. "I was going to tell you," she said quietly. "I swear I didn't want you to find out like this." "Tell me what?" I asked, my chest tight, my hands shaking. "That you're marrying someone else? That you've been planning a wedding without me knowing?" She looked down. "It's complicated. My family, they wanted this. They've been arranging things for months. I didn't know how to tell you." I laughed, a hollow, bitter laugh. "So all this time, all the plans we made, all the dreams we talked about, you were just playing along?" "No, I love you," she whispered, tears brimming in her eyes. "I didn't want to hurt you. I tried to fight it, but my family, they don't listen. They've been planning this for me since before I even met you." I wanted to scream. I wanted to run out and forget the whole world. But I couldn't leave, not yet. I needed answers. Over the next few days, I tried to understand. Her sister Natalie avoided me like the plague. Her mother kept saying, "It's tradition, dear. You'll understand when you're older." Her father's questions shifted subtly. Every conversation felt like a test. And every time Ava smiled at me, my stomach twisted. I realized I wasn't just betrayed by her, I was betrayed by the people I thought were our family. Then came the messages. I found them by accident, on her phone. Conversations between her and John, weeks before our engagement. They weren't flirty. They were planning, coordinating, confirming details, wedding colors, venues, guest lists. My fiancée had been involved, helping plan every detail. Every promise she made to me, every late-night call, every "I love you" had been a lie, or at least incomplete truth. I confronted her again. She didn't cry this time. She didn't beg. She just said, "I didn't know how to stop it." "Stop it?" I shouted. "Stop it? You're marrying another man in 2 weeks. How's that not stopping it?" "I tried," she said, her voice breaking slightly. "I really did. But my family, they're strong. I'm weak. I didn't want to lose them." I sat there, numb. The girl I loved, the woman I thought I was going to spend my life with, had been living a double life. And her family, they had orchestrated it all. The night before the wedding, I made my choice. I couldn't go. I couldn't stand there while my fiancée said vows to someone else. I packed a bag and left her house without a word. The messages, the invitations, the whispers of family loyalty. It all stayed behind. I went home and sat alone. The city lights blurred through the window as I tried to process everything. I wanted revenge, closure, something to make this feel fair. But nothing could make this fair. Nothing could erase the betrayal. Weeks passed. I didn't contact her. I didn't reach out to her family. The silence was deafening, but it was mine. I started to rebuild myself. Therapy, running, writing, catching up with old friends I had neglected. I realized something. Life moves forward whether you're ready or not, and people who betray you will never truly understand the damage they've caused. Months later, I saw her wedding pictures online. She looked radiant, happy, but it didn't reach me. My life had moved in a different direction. I learned to smile again without expecting her smile in return. I learned to plan a future for me alone. The hardest part? Accepting that love isn't always enough. Family, tradition, and manipulation can override feelings, promises, and hearts. I loved her with everything I had. I thought forever was ours, but forever wasn't mine to keep. Now, when someone asks me about love, about betrayal, about family, I tell them this: you can give your heart fully, but some people will take pieces of it without warning. You can trust, you can hope, but some secrets are deeper than your imagination allows. And sometimes, the person you thought you knew best will be the one who surprises you the most in the worst possible way. I still think about her sometimes, the laughter, the small touches, the late-night conversations, but I don't want them anymore. I want my own life, my own future, and a love that isn't dictated by someone else's plans. I don't know if she regrets it. I don't know if her family ever felt guilty. What I do know is this: I survived it. And in surviving, I found myself. Because no matter what they thought, no matter what they planned, no one can take my story away from me. Not her, not her family, not even a secret wedding planned behind my back. And if you ask me today, would I ever go back? I'd laugh. Not bitterly, just knowing I don't need to. The best love story is the one you write for yourself.